Hello everybody, my name's Clay Cook and welcome back to another episode of the 2-Minute Drill. This week we will be looking at week 10 of the NFL. Before we begin, let's take a look at last week's picks and see how I did. 7-6. I just don't even want to talk. Let's just move on. With those bad picks in the past, let's move on into this week. 2 minutes on the clock, 3 timeouts in my back pocket. Our 2-minute drill starts now. Starting things off, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington football team. I think it's a pretty safe pick this week. We're going to take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next up, we have the Lions taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Lions are the only team to find a way to lose even on their bye week, and I don't see that changing this week. I'm going to take the Steelers. Next up, we have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tennessee Titans, and I'm going to burn my first time out. Titans fans, I'm really sorry. I owe you guys an apology. You guys went out there on the road and competed against one of the best teams in the NFL and won. And that was without your cheat code, Derrick Henry. I'm sorry I ever doubted you guys. You guys deserved it. And you know what? You guys deserve it this week too. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans. Moving on, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys fans, I don't really know what happened last week, but we're just going to pretend it was a fluke and move on. I'm going to take the Cowboys. Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns taking on the New England Patriots, and I'm going to burn my second time out. What a game this is going to be. Two of the top teams in the AFC, both battling it out. The Patriots have consistently been able to compete against every team that they've faced. However, the Browns, on the other hand, just blew out a team that I thought was going to be playing in the AFC Championship game this year. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be close. With that being said, I'm going to take a slightly risky pick, and I'm going to take the Browns. Moving on, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Buffalo, what happened last week? I'm just going to assume that it was a fluke, and we're going to take the Bills this week, but don't let that happen again. In finishing off our 1 o'clock games, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Indy, please, and I cannot stress this enough, do not pull a Buffalo. I'm taking the Colts. Let's hope it works out. Moving along to our 4 o'clock games, we have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. The Vikings look so good on paper, but yet can't find a way to get it done. And surprisingly, I don't think that they can do it this week either. I'm going to take the LA Chargers. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals just proved to us that they didn't need J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, and Kyler Murray to win a game. I think it's time to start giving the Cardinals the credit that they deserve, and I'm going to take them this week. Moving along, we have the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos. Denver, I can't stand you. I don't know how you guys manage to win games that you have no business winning. Aren't you guys supposed to be like tanking and rebuilding this year? I'm going to take the Eagles, but I have a feeling that Denver's going to prove me wrong again. And wrapping up the 4 o'clock games, we have hold on, timeout. That's better. And wrapping up the 4 o'clock games, we have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. All jokes aside, I was really excited to see Jordan Love compete out there last week. But I'm really relieved that Aaron Rodgers is coming back this week. Do you know who else is coming back this week, though? Russell Wilson. However, if you've ever seen Russell Wilson play at Lambeau Field, you know it's not the best. I'm going to take the Packers. And wrapping up our 2-minute drill, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Looking at what I saw last week, I think the Lions could have had a chance at beating the Kansas City Chiefs last week. For that reason alone, I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders. And I think if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan, it might be time to start panicking. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our 2-minute drill. Let me know what you think about my picks down below. Tell me which ones I nailed and which ones I overthrew. Be sure to check me out on Twitter for all my primetime game predictions. That's all the time we have. I'm Clay Cook. Thanks for watching the 2-minute drill. Peace.